All right. First and foremost, I would like to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh Ba'isham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Muhammad Badash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. Now, all the elect, all the hopeful elect, guess what? They fear the Lord, so they're not going to be scared of none of these things, but it's to bring awareness. And the men of the Lord was supposed to be studious in all things. And we do know Psalms 91, who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And Luke 10, right? I've given you power to tread upon serpents and so forth, and nothing by any means shall harm you. But the scripture also says we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, because if you're ignorant of Satan's devices, guess what? Then you could be a victim to these devices. So the title here is Morgelion Technology. Okay. Morgelion Technology. I mean, this Morgelion technology, why is it Morgelion? This is old tech. Morgelion technology is nano, right? So we're going to put nano, start off with this first. No, right? Nano means what? Small, right? Nano means small, nano size. So the nano, Morgelion technology is nano tech, right? Nanotech, which are particles, nanotech. And how this has come about, we're going to explain it. No? Nanotech, where does it come from? How is it coming? How does this thing start? So nanotech is basically, do any of you have a computer, you have a TV? If you have a TV, most people are getting rid of their TVs. What do you have? Do you have 5G, 4G? Guess what's happening? It's emitting particles that you can't see with your naked eye. That's called nanotech. Okay? It's nanotech. Now the particles, I forgot the names of the particles. Is it graphene? Graphene. It's called graphene. Right? So graphene, these are the small particles. These are black particles. Thin particles is similar to it. It's like it looks like glass. Kind of looks like glass. Black graphene. Now, what's this coming off? It's coming off your phones. It's coming off 5G. It's coming off cell towers, and this is what's going into your body. Okay, this is why brothers need to fast. Try now. Me, I do. Obviously, certain brothers they have the social media content. Yeah, you're gonna have to might stay off that for a little while. Okay, this is how they're doing what they're doing. Morgelion technology is nanotech, graphene. Graphene are particles, right? Graphene is a little particle. This emits when you're on any type of live connection, it's emitting. And when it's emitting, we're going to slow this down, right? So hold on just a minute. It's emitting, or should we say transmitting? So the graphene transmitter, one thing at a time, transmits. What does it transmit? Transmits, should we put in, you know what? It transmits, nanotech transmits frequencies as well. Frequency right here, right? So when the frequencies are being transmitted, also this is coming. The nanotech graphene is transmitting frequency. Okay. So one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Let's take this off. So like transmit. What's a transmission? In order to transmit, you would need to have something on the other side of that technology to transmit it. So I told you, cell towers, cell poles. All right. Give you an example. We're gonna do this drawing right here. This is why you need to be aware of this stuff. So let's draw a little cell pole. This is how the cell pole looks. We show you how it looks. This is called a cell pole, right? And at the end of this pole, you see something coming out of it. This is an antenna. You see that? This the antenna. This the cell phone. And anytime you get on your phone, anytime you got a TV, any live connection, guess what's happening? Hold on just a minute. So let's say if this is a, it's gonna be quick. All right. Say this is your say this is your phone. Say this is your phone. Example. Right? Your phone. Right? Ain't the best picture. You know what I mean? So this is your phone. This is the cell tower. Well, it's not even a cell tower. It's a pole. Okay. Somebody's on the other end of this pole. Somebody controls that. Okay. You got the phone on. This is what's happening. This is called this is transmission. That's transmission. You see this here? It's going right here, right there. And you got people complaining about cancer, their body structures being messed up, headaches. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. There's a reason why they call it a cellular phone. Okay? Cellular. It can destroy your cells. You understand? Some people don't even have a phone. But we're in a time now where you need to contact people, right? Well, you can also get an old phone. You can get an old phone, 3210, 8210. Get rid of these phones, man, because these phones have everything on it, facial recognition. So this is how it acts. This is called transmission, right? Transmits, right? Transmits, and other people. Another thing, this is what gang stalkers would do. Just draw more phones. Just show you something. Let me show you something quick. A technique of what gang stalkers like to do. Proper criminal stuff. We're going to show you something quickly. So draw a big head gang stalker. Hold on just a minute. Quickly draw this person. All right. You have to bear me just a minute on this one. All right. Say this the gang stalker. All right. Got this right here. Next. Gang stalker right here. All right. And in his hand, he's gonna have a phone. Here's the phone in his hand. Right? Phone looks a bit too big, don't it? But let's. That's the phone, right? That's the phone in his hand, and guess what he can do? Guess what they do? They tether with other phones, and they will point the phone in your direction. They're taught this, and this is how they're able to send frequency to your phone, and basically try cause you, some damage. This is what they're being taught, bro. Or should I say, narcissist? Another technique. All right. So we're done with that. So transmitter, you got to be careful because also if you're online, there's a transmitter and it's coming from the cell towers, right? And all types of people were complaining when that COVID was in place. Guess what was happening when COVID was happening? The towers were being put up, right? Now there's certain arguments. Of course they're going to tell you, no, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't do. It's a fucking, excuse me. It's a multi-billion industry. Of course they're going to tell you that. Now, one may say, well, is there any proof of any harm? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. How can you prove it? All right. Have some birds, right? Some birds in a certain location and a cell tower there. Guess what them birds are going to do? Either drop dead, pass out, or start pecking that tower. There was an old video, I think it was in Jamaica, and these birds were pecking the cell tower. This emits frequencies. That's the next thing we're going to go into now. So check out this here. Frequency. So it transmits. What's it transmitting? Frequency. Right? And I'm kind of getting on myself on this one. You know why? We got to stay off this stuff. Don't stay on it for too long. Right? Turn it off, bro. You're getting cooked. Getting cooked out here. All right, especially if you're on this program of what they call gang stalking, you don't want to be on these things because you're narcissist. They're using this stuff. They're trying to weaponize it against you. Trying to cook brothers, bro, in their homes and shit. right? And cult members as well. So this is nanotech, graphene, small black particles. We're going to tell you how to get this stuff out of your body as well, right? So graphene, and this graphene can act as what? And your body as an antenna. So some of you, you're feeling pain, right? The only reason you're feeling that pain because there's metal in your body. Some of you have been unknowingly chipped as well. Chipped in terms of when you were sleeping, right? That's what's in your body. That's how you're able to feel any type of pain if there's metal in your body. If there's no metal in your body, you can't feel anything they're trying to send your way. So in order, we're gonna go into that as well. But one thing at a time, to transmit. So transmission that can come from anything to a cell tower, your phone, somebody else's phone, um, various ways. And I know about the trucks. I know about the toggle switch. You ever heard of toggle switch? The vans use it sometimes. Remember, with this program, you're going to learn about this type of stuff. You're going to have vans, sometimes cars, one light, headlight on. They try to do that to fry you as well. They have a toggle switch. Most recovery workers have them as well. That's all transmitting energy, by the way. All right. Lights also transmit energy. I want to show you something quickly. You see this light right here? You see that light there? I don't really turn this light on much. You know these lights as well? Some of these lights also have a sensor system as well. So be very careful if you move somewhere and they have these lights because they have a sensor system where you can switch them on and off. And they can spy on you through this. I know it sounds mad. They can spy on you with these LED lights. You can get it. You can get LED light that are controlled by a remote. I know because my father once had one and he would turn them on, turn them off and sensor. So these lights are not good. You know why? Because the LED lights, guess what it does? Suppresses your, what's it? Is it melatonin? Oh, your serotonin. It suppresses your serotonin, which is serotonin is responsible for sleep, right? Your sleep patterns. Change these lights, bro. Get the dimmer ones, get the orange ones instead. Much more calmer, better for your system. See, man, listen, people are all about money. They don't give it, they don't care, bro. If they're getting money, now what I've been told were these lights, yeah, because they're less energy efficient. Yeah, they're cheaper. Okay, yeah, they're cheaper, but they're damaging. They're LED. The LED, this is type of the things you use in the army, military. They're incapacitators. Now most people they'd see they're too fucking ignorant. Too flipping ignorant, man. So get some orange lights or something. Right? And one may say, well, it's going to be too expensive. No, you can get some cheap bulbs which are energy efficient. Stop being lazy. All right. So all these lights, also you have weaponized lights. I know about this because I know about the program. How they can also install lights as well with sensor that can emit heavy levels of what radiation. Right? Remember, we're living in a mark of the beast system now. So a transmitter can also be lights. All right, lights as well. Lights, um, phone, tower, towers, and yeah, we just stay with that right now. All right. And what do they emit? Frequency, which I showed you here, right? You got this man with his phone in his hand, directing it somewhere, Babakatul, to that phone. And you have what I told you, this was the cell pole, right? Cell pole. Put it in cell pole. You're gonna see these a lot on the states as well, pole. And you may who you may say, well, who's controlling the cell poles? Is someone they're the operators. The operators control the towers, right? Operators. They call network operators. So that would be someone within the fractions of army or the police. The police have access to these towers as well. Believe it or not. They have access to it. And the MI. They have access to it. Okay. Facts. Facts. All right. This is how you the MK Ultra. This is the MK Ultra is all by this right here. These things here. All right. All this here. People going insane. All this through this. This right here. Right. See, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Most people don't even they're not even aware of these things, man. Okay, we gotta get outdoors, bro. Don't stay inside as well. End up like a flipping pretzel, like a vegetable. I just hope this is helping someone. So you got the frequencies. Hold on just a minute. Rub this. Should we rub this out? Rub this man out now. Let's rub this gangstalker out with his big head. Babakasha. Listen, when you watch these videos, it's all for the edification, for learning, so we can learn something new. So you got the frequencies. Frequencies. Everything is a frequency. Everything is energy. I'm still learning about this. I'm very interested in the aspect of these type of things. Frequencies. You have different energies. With this is how you get your programming. All right. So let's rub this off. Let's rub this off now. Okay. Rub that out. Now, through the frequencies, this is how you get something called programming. Okay. And we're gonna get into the scriptures as well because we can't just do talking. We have to let the scriptures flow. So let's go to that right now. Excuse me just a minute. So we're going to go to Psalms. Actually, we're going to go to Ephesians. Then we're going to go to Psalm 64. Just please bear with me just a minute. Right? Actually, you know what? We're going to go to Psalms. Yeah, we could go to Psalm 64. It says Psalm 64, Baba Kashan, and 5. Hold on just a minute. This is Psalm 64, and I believe it's 5. It says, check this out. There's so much meat here. So much meat. I'm thinking, where should I start? Um, there's so much here. Let's go to Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret plots of the wicked, from the rebellion of the workers of iniquity, who sharpen their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, bitter words, through legislation, that they may shoot at secret at the blameless. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and they do not fear. So they do this through legislation. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They talk of laying snares secretly. These are the big cats, man. These are corporations. Remember the tech companies are, listen, they're highly involved in all this stuff as well. So you're telling me if you're posting very controversial content, say if you're on a platform, Facebook, Google, whatever, you're telling me they don't have none of that information. They have all that facial recognition, all of it, all of it. All right. They talk of laying snares secretly. They say, who shall see them? They devise iniquities. We have perfected a shrewd scheme. Both the inward thought and the heart of man are deep. So it says, hold on, they've perfected a shrewd scheme. And they search out things diligently as well. So these are think tanks. These are think tanks. You know these people, right? They've marketed a system. In order to market a system, you have to know how the mind works, what people need. Psychology, Tavistock, right? You have to know how the body works. You know your body. Now, you know your stomach, your heart region. They call it heartstrings, right? You have heartstrings. That's that vibration. They go off vibration and frequencies. All that they study these things, right? So the frequencies. What is there? There's theta. We're gonna name some of them. Theta. Man, hold on just a minute. You know what? Hold on just a minute. I'm just gonna pause this. So lucky about that. We are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. So I was just getting with different waves, and we will write them down now. All right. So you can get a bit of understanding. And we're gonna go to Ephesians as well, because it says they've done a diligent search. So these think tanks, of course, they study. They study man, woman, children, everything, bro. And one thing the enemy studies, Satan, we're going to go to it, Baba Kishore, is frequencies. You ever heard of mind control? So you've got frequencies and you have something called hertz. So frequencies equals hertz. All right? Hertz. Should I put H? Is it HT? Is that it's HZ, HZ. Hertz. This is Hertz. HZ Hertz. Okay. And this is how man can be controlled. Hertz. Put this here. Right? Short for Hertz. You see that right there? Okay. So we're gonna show you how these things are used on the masses, right? We're gonna start off on Ephesians first. And we write this down. Hold on just a minute. We write all this down. Alright? We write this down first. So we're gonna type in not typing, we're gonna write Slacker. We're gonna gamma. We're gonna put gamma. This is gamma. Gamma right here. Gamma waves. These are the different waves, but you have gamma, and gamma equals 40 Hz. Okay, to 100. To 100 Hz. To 100 Hz. These are hertz. Okay. This is all biblical, bro. Listen. Don't. Oh, it's science. No, this is biblical, bro. Scriptures deal with all this. Scriptures, gamma waves. We're gonna write it down, and the next one is ah. Hold on, one thing at a time. All right. So the gamma is 40 Hz to 100 Hz. Now, too much of it can cause anxiety, high arousal, and stress. Anxiety, high arousal, and stress. This what gets used on so-called targeted individuals, right? This is what's being used. Now it's good. These things are good. They're not evil, but too much of it's evil, right? Too much of it, okay, is evil. And you have the other one is beta. Beta. Mhm. So beta will equal 12 hertz, mm, to 40 hertz. And this amount is enough to program someone. Your television is 30, it's about 32 hertz, right? That's enough to program someone. Beta frequencies. And this also could be used for focus, memory, and problem solving. These are not evil things, bro, but it can be used for evil, right? To lower someone's energy, to mess with their energy, right? And alpha. So we got alpha here. Alpha equals I didn't get the amount which the alpha equals. I didn't get the amount on it. But it's that deals with basically relaxation. I didn't manage to get that one, right? But it's alpha as well. I still put it in. Still put it in. Alpha, right? And theta, which deals with creativity, and delta. There's theta. Let's just write this down. Theta and delta. Okay. These are all frequencies, okay, that are around us as we speaking right now. Okay. So I didn't manage to get the numbers for this one, but I managed to get the numbers for gamma and beta. So this is it. This is why you see people acting funny. This is how you see bots. You talk about bots, right? People are bots, NPCs, non-player characters. This is why. This is why. Because of these frequencies right here. They can control people with these things. They can control people. Now I want to show you something. This is what's happening, right? Around you. In these cities, these smart cities. This is what's happening now. You're in a town, you're in a village, wherever. Well, mostly town. You're in your house. This is what's happening with all this stuff. Now, these are the frequencies. This is the EMF. This is the EMF. Right? This is it, right? This is how it acts. It's like a circle, right? You see this circle? It's like a circle. That's what it's doing around you. It's like a circle of frequencies. And this, guess what this is doing? This is manipulating your bodily structure and affecting your mind. Now we have natural EMF, right? Let's type that in. Hold on just a minute. So let's put an EMF at the top. All right, hold on just a minute. Rub this out. We can rub this out now. Oh, dropping everything now. Excuse me, guys. All right, let's put in EMF. So hold on 1 minute. Let's get the scripture as well. Get into it now before we forget it. All right? But ultimately, the Lord Jehovah is in control anyway, right? We don't need to fit, but we need to be aware of it. Morgelion technology, man. Right? They call it fallen angel technology. So let's go to this now. Ephesians 2. And you he made alive who were dead in trespasses and sins, which you once walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince and power of the air, which we know who that is, right? Satan and his minions, man. Yeah, they're in the airfields, bro. Right? Prince and power of the air, right? Airwaves, right? The airwaves. What's in the airwaves? Frequencies, right? Energies, man. The power of the air. That's why you can go to one place, then you go to another town, completely different energy. The spirit that who now works in the sons of disobedience. It's a spirit in the air. All right? That now works in the children of disobedience. This spirit has influence, bro. Right? Prince and power of the air that works through these things right here. Satan uses nano, transmits, frequencies. This is what he uses to control the minds of people. Okay? That now the children of disobedience are under this right here. Okay? Heavy stuff, ain't it? So this EMF, right? Right here. So let's rub this out. Let's rub this out right here and quickly do a human. And this is what the human now, human, we have natural EMF. Natural. Okay, natural. Your body produces that. So check this out. Check this out right here. Right? Check this out right here, brother. Right? So when you look at this now look at this man. This is, we do a little aura field. This is the aura field here. This is the man's. See if I got any other colors. Excuse me just a minute. I got green. It depends. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my orange one. It depends on how strong and how a man's diet, what he's eating. There's a reason why I'm doing the different colors, by the way. This ain't really good. This one ain't. Can't really see it much, but this is supposed to be an orange. But this is the different levels of protection. This is all spiritual. This ain't no new age thing, by the way. Because you might hear me saying frequencies or no. Listen. The protection is through the Lord Jehovah Shai. He has a hedge. Job said there was a hedge around him. And everything is energy. Right? So you see this right here? This would be the energy field. Right here. This is I've done two. It's depending on your level of discernment, how spiritual you are with Yahweh Shai, you're connected, and how much you stay grounded in faith. So when you're eating good, when you're living good, when you have a strong prayer life, when you're not amongst all this tech, this is how your aura is going to be. That is protection right there. So this is EMF right here. This is called your EMF is, what's it? Electronic magnetic field. That's your field. Some of our fields Now, the field is so high. Now, can you see why you attract so much people? This is big energy right here. Big. You see why you attract so much people? When you have a field like this, you become very feared also because you have the power to attract. We're not talking about the no law of attraction, but you have the power to attract, right? This is a EMF field, but you also have the EMF fields, fake ones, right? TVs and the artificial lights. Now, what that's doing is basically diminishing and putting holes in your one right here. So this is what it's trying to do. It's trying to knock this down and gain entry into what? Here, this soul. See, the devil's very, very crafty. This is why I would say, brothers, get out more, right? Get out more. Because the whole point of this system is to have you like a robot. You understand? Have you like a bloody robot. Your body produces all these things, bro. Healthy chemicals, healthy foods. We're going to go into this as well. What foods to eat, what lifestyle. So we're going to rub this out now. Right? I really hope this has been edifying. So rub this out. I'm going to shut off. We got too used to these technologies, bro. Back in the days, people used to just go out, visit each other. You know, things are. Listen, everything is just for convenience now, isn't it? Right? So you want to know how to. What do you have to do? What do you have to do to basically keep things, keep your aura clean, stay in the spirit, and how to. You can't avoid it. The only way you can really avoid these things is if you go off grid, and even if you go off grid, there still be some type of electricity. So the main things we can do: eat, eat healthy, eat healthy. All right, eat healthy, right? And the foods, quick. It's gonna be quick. Greens, green. That could be anything from spinach, broccoli, broccoli. There's cabbage. There's green peas. This is green peas. Mm. And you know what? Just as I'm doing this lesson right now, guess what I can hear? Hold on just a minute. Just as I'm doing this lesson right now, guess what I can hear? Frequencies. Literally, I can hear it. Just as I'm doing this lesson right now. Right? Can hear them frequencies. I'm telling you, brothers. Hold on just a minute. Real talk. Right? So we're gonna shut off spinach, green peas, water, plenty of fluids. Now the thing is, this is draining your water supply in your system. Some of you may feel dehydrated. It's them cell poles, bro, and it's suppressing your immune system as well. So water, at least half a liter of water, half liter, half a liter. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Some green fruit. Also fruit. So fruit. Orange. I love oranges. Orange. One of the best fruits. Orange. Right. So we put orange here. Orange. Because it's good for blood circulation. Grapes. Got grapes. Grapes for cancer. Because the main goal is to try to give you some synthetic diseases, man. Synthetic. Oh, go to the doctors and bro, it's synthetic. You understand? Okay, you got to know about this technology. Grapes help fight off cancer. Um, Irish moss. I'll put Irish moss on there. Irish moss. I'll show you how Irish moss looks. Hold on just a minute. Let me show you how it looks. I got some Irish moss now. This is how Irish moss looks. You see this here? It's been soaking in there for about 2 to 3 hours. First, you rinse it out. Irish. I'll show you the packets where you can get different Irish moss right here. Get some 90 minerals. Your body only needs about 14 minerals. This stuff is good. This stuff is good, bro. I'm telling you, this is my steroids right here. People talk about this is my steroids, bro. I've been drinking this I've been making my own for about 2 weeks now, bro. You're going to feel the effect if you live a healthy lifestyle. So this is Irish moss. It gets bigger the more water you put in as well. Okay, so that because this also helps with your thyroid, because with this technology, guess what they're doing? Attacking your thyroid, and there's such thing as thyroid cancer as well, cancer in the neck, right? Putting you up on game. Get these things right now if you ain't got them. So get yourself greens, spinach, any one of these, broccoli, green, because this will also get the metal out of your system. Drink water, fruits, orange, grapes, what else? Strawberries, blackberries. You know why? Because they're high in antioxidants. And guess what this causes? Guess what it causes? Right? Hold on, blackberries. It causes oxidation. Oxidation. This oxidation makes one age faster. You see what I'm saying, bro? The people that run this world, they want you dead. They want you dead. They see you as useless eaters, man. You understand? So listen, if you're watching this right now, write these things down and get these things today. Go to the market, get yourself these things today. All right. So we Irish moss, blackberries, because they got antioxidants, antioxidants. Okay. Because we got cells, and what this technology is doing to your cells, bro. They're trying to destroy your cells, bro. They're trying to destroy your cells. What is it? The white blood cells, I think it is. Right? When the white blood cells are destroyed and they're not connecting, that causes cancer. You literally got people trying to give brothers cancer. Evil, innit? So do the right things. Apply this and apply wisdom on also prayer. Psalms 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Before all these things, apply a prayer, because it all goes back to the scriptures. Everything. But this is just putting you up on game. Look after yourself. Look after your body. Your body is the temple, and the Lord says, "If any man shall destroy defile his temple, will the Lord destroy?" That see the enemy. He wants your temple. What's your temple? Your mind, because he knows if he can control your mind, he can control your life. This is why he targets the mind. Okay. Morgelion technology. Look these things up. And when you have a shower, you might see some black stuff on the floor. That black stuff on the floor was that tech coming out of your body. This is why you're also going to have planes as well. Oh, this transmit here, what I want to do, put plane. You know the planes as well? Them chemtrails are pieces of metal, planes. And they're shooting it to make your body a flipping antenna, right? From the planes. So also planes are doing that as well. Remember, we're living in a messed up society, bro. So I hope all this has helped. Jogging, exercise. Make sure you're exercising at least twice a day. At least twice. If you can't do that, at least once. Exercise. That's up to you what you want to do. Run. Right? You can do running. Bicycle, riding. That's very important. Riding. All right, riding, boxing, anything that's going to get your blood flowing, blood circulation. Right? All these things, bro. Very important. So make sure you're doing one of these things, bro. Reading, which is very important. Why? Because you're cognitive. If you're not doing it, you're cognitive. You're losing brain cells when you don't talk, when you don't communicate with no one. You're losing brain cells basically. So reading's very important, right? Make sure you're reading crosswords. There's things. Listen, there's all types of things, right? Get them brain cells going, because when you're not doing that, bro, they're just rotting away, right? So make sure you do that reading, looking up things, and this is gonna keep you in the right spirit. Very important, man. So I'm gonna shut off here. I really hope this was edifying, and this is your lesson on what they would call Morgelion technology. Hope this was edifying. Until the next time, Shalom.